Hey everyone, and welcome back to Transport Fever. This is the Great Western Railway. Checking out our detailing that we did last episode. I think the town of Swinton here is looking pretty cool. Got our cargo train pulling up. We put in all of these walls and a whole lot of foliage and a whole lot of detail. Between the last episode and this episode, I also went and plunked down a huge number of vehicles. So all these ones that are sitting inside the yards of buildings all got added. And I think it gives it a little bit more life. And particularly, I put a whole queue of them down here, ready to pick up some cargo at the station. We are going to be focusing on a part of this line today. Let this guy go flying past. More guys, more guys, more guys. And over here on the left-hand side is our last production. So this is the production that does packages. And so, yeah, or goods. And so we need to deliver this stuff. The very first thing we need to do is actually just establish a way to get here. As you can see, there is a bridge here. So we're in a little bit of like a little dell. And then behind us, over here, you can see that actually there's a train line that goes over to the lovely town of Meryton. And it snakes through the valley, and there is a huge hill here. So we need to work out a way of getting up and out. So, if we have to join that line, that's fine. Obviously, the main line across here makes the most sense. I don't think if we just bring up the rail and just choose, actually I'm going to get rid of this road because I'm pretty sure that's going to turn to a station. If we just flatten this down quickly and a bit higher, I think, is that about right? Yeah. If we want to go this way, let's put down a small amount of track, we'll do it level, and then we'll do 2 notches up. I've got a feeling that it's kind of shallow. You can see how much higher that train is. So I think we might actually have to add some type of helix here. If we go the other direction, we'll get rid of that road. I think this direction probably has the highest chance. You can see how, yeah, it's still not great, but I think it's better that way than it is the other way. So let's start by getting the station in, I guess. I would love it if we could actually do a loop. So even to the extent that we maybe deliver on one side and pick up on the other. So something where we can drop off all these, I think these are all boxcar goods. And then, yeah, it would be nice to have a drop-off and delivery. So let's start by doing that. So I'm going to make us a nice box. What realistically we're doing is repeating what I did with the metal area, with the slag and stuff. So I'll pop over there in a sec. Let's do that. All right, yeah. So what we're going to copy is over here in Drastoon. The asphalt plant, risky what we did, we came in around the back and then left. So that's kind of what I want to do. And so we'll have like a teardrop shape when we're doing this. So yeah, let's see if we can get that working and go from there. All right, so I really only get one chance at getting this correct. So let's smoothify this. I'm trying to really make sure that that road is the same height. Okay, that seems to be the correct value. I do not want to lose the drag. Okay, done. All right, platforms. So let's assume that we're trying to get 2. Hey, are we going to try to get 2 tracks through here? I think we are. So I'm debating whether we use this mod. 2 tracks, catenary, no. Let's do 80 or 120. 120 maybe? Yeah. I don't know whether this comes with Street connections, yeah, that's what I want. Yes. So yeah, it will connect. And so yeah, let's get this on this side. I'm going to deliberately kind of put it in the middle. Yeah, let's do that right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I might push this out a little bit so we can put a platform. Actually, I'm going to do a real one on this side. This side, we're going to go this, 180. And then I'm just going to redo it. And so a platform is... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I think I'm going to put a 5-meter platform on this, probably. Yeah, something like that. Configure, delete that. Delete that. Ground platforms, and we will go the 5-meter one. Are you going to give me a tendril? Okay, we can put the big ones on. Nice. And tracks. And I think I'll leave it there because I don't want to make it so we can't go around the corner. And we'll go the full width. Did I use the dirt one or did I use the... No, I used the proper one. I think I like the dirt one better. Yeah, so you can see all those tendrils are happening. So Risky will pick up there and then bypass on that side. And for this, it's just drop off and it should work. And we'll just use painting and stuff to make it look like a platform. All right, let's see if we can get a track down. So we'll just do maximum corner. So I think I did do it relatively straight, like parallel to there. So we can use the degree thing to give us 90 degrees. See that right there? And I'm going to make that as tight as a corner as possible. And hopefully... Yes, that worked quite well. And I'm just going to do 2 tracks like that right now. I don't know whether that's actually what we need. And all right, so then leaving, I'm just going to go straight out. And we're going to go 1, 2. And actually, no, we need to be able to turn in. We need some flat first. So yeah, actually, we probably should get this one in first. Ooh, this is going to get really, really tight really fast. So 1, 2. I happen to be 90 degrees by pure chance. And done. Then yeah, then we should be able to curve in. That should work. All right, so let's do some straight stuff. I'm not sure how far into this hill I can go before it's going to be a problem. Do I want to do this on a... I think I actually may do these points on the hill. So I think about there. And I'm going to merge that into there. Let's go for a 50. Yeah. And then... Nice. So we'll go a little bit more further forward. And then I think that's doable. Let's have a look. Yeah, that should be okay. And then into the station, we'll just do a merge. Come on, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. We'll go as far as we can. Nice. All right, let's have a quick look before we go any further. Let's work out whether we're going to be regretting this or not. I think that's okay. I think the wall's okay. I don't know whether we need 2 tracks around that left-hand side. I might try somewhere to put in a cross. You don't necessarily have to have a cross. So what you can do is you can go like, come on, give me 50. Give me 50. Right. So you do that there, and then you do one on the other side. And basically you've achieved it. So there. Actually, I was on the wrong track anyway. We want this way. And that'll do. So yeah, you can go. If you're on the outside one, you can get in. If you're on the inside one, you can get in. And the other way around, if you're on the inside one, you can get out. And if you're on the outside one, you can get out. Yeah, so that works. So that's nice and universal. All right, I like that. I like that. All right, let's get out of the valley. And the question is it going straight or is it going... which way we're going to go? Ugh. I think we are going to do this. So let's go... Ooh, how do I want to do this? So maybe if we try to join over here, we are way too low because it's climbing as well, so we'll never really gain it. So let's come back on ourselves at 50, 2 notches, and we're gonna open it up. Ooh, okay. I wonder if I can pull that back a little bit. Yeah, let's pull that back a little bit. I don't know actually how much. Yeah, we got a little bit more. Yeah, I think we can pull that back a little bit. Because we didn't really get to 90 degrees turning to the left. Or did we? Yeah, let's overdo it. And then we are going to join as soon as possible. Right there. And right there. And then we'll start curling earlier. What I am going to do is... I was going to put a marker there, but I don't need to because the point itself is a marker. Alright. 1, 2... Round you come. Okay, that's much better. That's more plausible. The digging out's definitely more realistic. So I think what I want to do is aim for over here somewhere, and then we'll go up around. Actually, we may be able to do like a Y, like a triangle in here, like this. So that's really the goal. So to come around. And what angle do we want? I think something like that. And then we'll go uphill straight for a while. We're 0 degrees. That's kind of working. I mean, we are doing a lot of carving here, but that's okay. What I am worried about is the tracks have like a V to them. And I don't want that V to hit this track. Do I want to be parallel with that? I think I do. So let's go 1, 2. I really wish it would keep the previous angle. And then around. Oh, I like this. This is working well. So where's the natural real height? It's about there. Nice. So then we're not carving as much. And then how far are we away from grade? Oh, look at that. Oh, actually, is it because I touched the road? I think I touched the road. Wait a minute. Oh, we're actually higher. Awesome. Cool. We've actually made it. Okay. So do I want to level out this? I think I do. So yeah, this work out. I don't know if this train line is climbing or not. I think it may be actually. Yeah, I think it actually may be. So out of interest, if I do this, yeah, it works. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to do this and then put a slip in. What I'm going to do is this. So that looks okay. And then you just then put a slip in. And we'll do it. See there, 60? We'll do a 60. So yeah, they can go in and through if they need. That's that way. And then this way, same deal. Yeah, that works. And I think the angle that we're joining is actually, yeah, it's pretty good. And then across. Done. And then we'll just change some of those signals. You can go flying through. We'll get rid of that one by the bridge. Cool. And I think that looks kind of cool with the way you can see down to the lower tracks. Yeah, I like it. So anything else that we need to do? Even the carving. I don't think I even want to change the carving too much. I think I'm okay with it. Even the tree choice is pretty good. So we'll have a lot of track that is single track, which I think is okay. Ooh, what did I cause? So the Ivory Coaster is trying to go that way. Okay. There's a guy coming out. Is it because your train is too long? No. Why are you trying to come out? Why are you trying to go forward? I'm trying to go to Drastoon. You are at Drastoon. Why did you come forward? Does the Ivory Coaster... No, it doesn't go around. I was thinking maybe it wanted to go down there and around the loop. That platform is a little bit short for passengers, so it shouldn't matter. It looks like it only happens... See how that was a dull color? It's only when it's in contention. So normally that's over there. I wonder if I have not been playing the game very long and this is its first run and it's trying to work things out. Weird. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that indeed. All right, so how's this going? So... Oh, what are you doing, dude? Oh, okay, we've got our first guest. That's kind of weird. Obviously, when I put those tracks down, it did some recalculations of the route. Well, these guys are... Well, it's a good test, I guess. That's funny. Round you come. Well. Well, at least you maybe had a nice scenic route. Alright, let's get some signals down here so we can control things a bit better. I think we want this type right here. Oh, we need to get that road back too. So that will go there. We should make sure that those are both one way. And... Oh, interesting. Look at that. It has... stop there. I assume it's because there's no signals. I think that can go there and that can go there. This one's controlling inward. That's fine. And we are going to need one out here before there. Yeah, and this one needs to be moved. I think we may be able to get one. Yeah, the trains are short enough to go between here and there, so we can actually put one about there as well. So forward, that one's good. Forward, that one's good. Forward, that one's good. Yeah, that's all good. Are you coming out of the valley? You are. I don't think we need to have a signal on this point. But I think I might put one there just for the fun of it anyway. We'll go like that. Yeah, I don't think we actually need that at all. What we're looking for, we want this one, 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 and ones, and go on, you can get it, you can get it. All right, so the alignment's a bit funky. Yeah, so I'm actually going to put that there and redo the signals. And that one's okay, and I think I need to use the 0.5 offset for that one. Yeah, I do. So there you go, it just tells them whether they're going to be going left or right. I don't think it really matters. It's a waypoint anyway. And then when they come in, they always come to the left. And yeah, I think we can put... I was wondering if I can put a signal here, but I don't think we need to. Actually, yeah, I think I might put one down here just to bring people down into the valley. If I put one there, it will bring people down further. I think that should be okay. Hopefully we won't block ourselves in there. Yeah, all right. Another one. Why are you guys doing that? Okay. I'm going to let this guy get past that point, and then we'll do a U-turn on them. Off you go. And then, yeah, obviously the game had to recalculate a whole lot of stuff, and it didn't go perfectly as planned. Bring this up a little bit. Make it so it's not a big area where water would collect. Same thing goes in here. Yeah, it's a situation where the the smoothing tool is actually pretty good. I do like this undulation, how it goes down and in like banks. So yeah, I don't want to destroy that. All right, let's give this some love. I think it's way too stark. Let's give it probably some buildings to start with. I'm always a fan of this guy. You can put it over car parks and stuff, and it makes them look a lot better. So I think I'll put... So what I'm going to do is I'm looking for the middle. Actually, I might go for the corner, this corner here, as the reference. So we'll go there and there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that 4 times. So we'll do that there and there. What else do we have? Buildings that snap. So do we have anything that I want to snap over here? I do kind of like these ones. So I want something a little bit smaller. So track plus 2 meters. I don't know if that really matches in there. Maybe some type of controller building. That's more like it. Yeah, we'll put that there. So somewhere for people to hang out and talk to their boss. Actually, this one's probably better for that. Let's change to that one. And yeah, you can go there. All right, let's do some... I don't know if more buildings is wise. Let's do some underbrush. Oh, we need to get this road back in. So yeah, this might be interesting. This might be very interesting indeed. So I wonder, are you going to let me go through there? See, those points are the problem. Ooh, how are we going to do this? Interesting. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? It's looking a bit messy, isn't it? Oh, there it goes. Okay. And then, what's that post? Yeah, okay. Yeah, down the valley, do a U-turn, in you come. Okay. Yeah, that works. And then we'll just come across to the station. Thank you very much. And then let's definitely do one across here as well. Yeah, that works. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Smooth that out that bit. Yeah. I actually don't mind that. That's pretty good. So let's put some trees back. I'm going to put a tiny amount in here. Strength doesn't need to be too much. Cool, let's see a guy shuffle along. The amount of activity on this map is astounding. There's so many trains flying around. I assume he had to pause because there was a trainway. There is a tunnel up here. Okay, so yeah, this signal realistically is going to control the tunnel, so that should be fine. Cool. All right. What else? All right. So this grass has got to go. Way too friendly. We'll start by putting ballast around the outside, particularly in the middle of the station. And I'm going to hold down shift to get a bit of a weirder look there. We'll do this. Just fill this in. I think I'm going to change the strength down a little bit, and then we'll start fading it everywhere. A little bit of detail off the side willy-nilly. I am liking how this is turning out. So the next question is, what trains do we want to put down here? I think we'll make some dedicated lines for that. And I think we'll do the trains next time. We'll just continue to do detailing, have fun with this time. I think this area needs some pushing out. Yeah, it's a bit better. Let's get rid of some of the V there. I think we can push this out a bit. Alright. I don't want to do too much because that V does look pretty good. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Let's continue with the yard. I probably want, yeah, probably a gravel. Which one do I want? So that's asphalt. I want this one, or do I want maybe this one? Nope. 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 I always get that wrong. Is it this one? There it is. There it is. So let's be a bit more surgical about this. Now hold down shift here to make it paint over the asset, and we'll bring back some of that ballast because it got a bit wonky, and we'll do through there and give this a consistent gravel look. Yeah, it looks good. I like that. I think I'm going to go all the way around. There's a deliberate reason here. Let's leave that as the way it was, based on the asset. That's wrong one. And then we'll come around there. Yeah, I don't know if this is my best work, but I'm okay with it. So risky will drop off on this side, but we will never see the asset. because it will go straight into the facility. And I don't know how many fences we need around here. I don't think too many, but I think a couple would make it look a little bit better. So let's see if we can get one maybe around here. I don't know if this is a stone wall place. Maybe. No, I don't think stone walls. Maybe offset. Do we have a... I want something that's kind of low-key. Broken fences, no. Normal fences? Okay, this one's kind of good. Okay, let's add some fences along this. If I remember to press start like I never do. And we'll get this around here, just from like a safety point of view. I can hear so many trains in my back ear. Look at that. Yeah, this is a cool little train spotting area, I reckon, with the curve of the this track around the corner. I think it actually would be kind of cool just to sit here and just watch things happen. Yeah, what I'm thinking of with this fence is it's just a safety thing. It's like, to stop people walking onto the tracks by accident. Yeah, you kind of got a... Oh, that looked cool. Oh, I like that. Do that again. Yeah, you kind of got to get your head into a... How would they do this in real life type thing? And why? And, putting a fence down costs money, so who would want to spend a couple of $1,000 on a fence like that? Yeah, I think that looks good. And then I think we probably can put some little bushes in. Make it look a little bit more fancy. I wouldn't say this is a formal garden, but maybe something that is a little bit more deliberate. Yeah, I'm okay with that. What I might do is use build anyway so I can get under those trees. Da, 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 da. And come on. Alright, yeah, that's good. We should get rid of those things there. I've seen a couple of comments along the way saying, hey, you shouldn't have brambles on the tracks. It's not realistic. And it's like, yeah, I know. But it also looks cool. Alright, along here, I think I'm going to put... Talking about brambles, I think I'm going to put some brambles over here. That's way too much. And we'll bramble up around here. Around. And I don't know if this is a wise choice. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Yeah. Let's have a bit of a look and see. Yeah, I think that on the far side of the track that makes sense. Definitely a bypass. I think I might put some signals right here at the end. I don't think it matters really from a practical point of view, but I think just to let people know that they can go forward. Do I really want to do that? Maybe a waypoint one. Yeah, so I'll put this one on there, saying, hey, by the way, you're pulling out into traffic. I think I might just do waypoint ones rather than real ones, because I don't want to affect the traffic, but they'll flag when it goes around. We should put some type of signal box in We definitely need that. So under, what am I wanting? I want this one, this one, this one. 0 gable, corner steps. Yeah, so that fits in there. Can we make it smaller and smaller and smaller? I think something like that looks pretty good. Yeah, because they will need some effort. I mean, there is a fair few points around. There's those. Yeah, there's all those around there, and so I think that makes sense. I like that tree there, actually. Yeah, all right. Let's get some decorations down, and then we'll call it the end of the episode. And then next time we will definitely have fun with getting some trains running. I'm trying to think of what color do we want this guy to be. Is it what color are you? So that's like a dark. Yeah, we haven't used dark blue much. So let's park some of those there. I think we do want to keep the road. Actually, you know what? The road probably isn't necessarily needs to be clear. So we can definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that. Let me get rid of that. We need something here. We need something. I don't know what we want there. You know what we do have? We do have broken down trains, I think. I think that's an asset we have. Yeah, well, we've always got these traction engines. I always love a good traction engine being dumped around. I'm looking for, I think I had things like a pile. Here we go, like this. This is kind of cool. This is like a pile of dirt, a pile of train alignment. No, I'm going to put this under the ground. There we go. That works well. That's a pile of coal. Do we want coal or do we want stone? Stone's very bright. Yeah, that's too bright. But pile of coal is kind of cool. It is a little bit too stark. So what I might do is put in some grass around it. Where's that train? Oh, look at that. That's the maintenance train, track maintenance train, and another cargo train. Loving it. Loving it. All right, so that's like that. And yeah, I think we'll do more detailing. Obviously, this type of stuff we can definitely put in trucks and stuff. So let's choose something else. Let's choose. What do I want to choose? Decision impaired. We can definitely, put in some trucks that are parked in there. And we can put, cargo and everything else. And obviously we've got to have the people who work there, driving into work, parking, weirdly. But yeah, I think it needs a little bit more bush work. Actually, I'm going to do that. I know I was trying to end the episode, but I'm enjoying myself too much. I'm going to put a couple of flowers around on purpose. The game is not liking me using build anyway as much. But around here, because I'm right clicking, it's thinking I'm trying to move the camera. And you know what? I'm going to put a couple more. Yeah, I think the problem with this area is we've got all these trees around us. For some reason, we're not explaining why there's no trees anywhere near the production anymore. So I think we can do this. I'm just going around the edge here. I think this area over here at the back needs a whole lot more different ones, and well, it's not on the road. And yeah, actually the last thing I'm going to do, I am going to finish the episode right now, so I'm going to smoothify this. As always, don't forget to press subscribe so you can see more Great Western Railway. Put a cheeky like on the video, and we'll see you next time as we get some people and life into this area. We'll get some trains going, and yeah, have fun with some routing, getting stuff in and out of here. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Great Western Railway. See you, everybody.